sure your microphones are turned on to mute and find space. Do you know this short class? A lot of people don't have a normal practice, like a regular, I should say. So that's what I think is amazing. If you're one of these people that's new to yoga, you're kickstarting your yoga practice, you don't have to start with them. A must intake, so be on a blanket. So make your way to your space, grab your knees, give a cuddle. You want to just feel your body. So as you're here, I'm just going to talk for a little bit. I have this constant thought every morning when I wake up and I stretch. I think, wow, there's my body just doing this shape. It just does what it's meant to do and what it wants to do, and my brain's not really switched on. So what I think would be interesting, not today, but is to take that concept of a body movement that happens almost instinctually, the stretch, and infuse that idea into all the poses of yoga. Imagine having that feeling of stretching in a warrior two, or keeping here and just stretching and squeezing in and letting it go. It's a nice idea. And I think if you plant that seed of the idea, it wiggles its way, it sort of weaves into all of this. So and we'll change our shape a little bit. We'll stretch one leg out. So this can be the opposite leg, foot on the floor, hugging your that side away. Okay, there's so much range of motion in everybody's body. It's different. So never be critical of yourself. Good, you hug in that knee, lift your head, shoulders. And for a moment, open your eyes and blink them and look at that other foot or leg or knee. And then we're going to change sides. So that opposite foot can be on the floor, the heel can slide away. There's nothing wrong to do here. And then we're going to let both legs be long, stretched out. To check my space here, we're going to bring our arms in. We're going to do that stretch. So take whatever stretch you naturally take and notice how your fingers play, your toes stretch. All of our bits there, as we sleep, we build up layers of fascia, and the stretch naturally breaks apart these layers. So if we don't stretch, those layers build and build and build, and that becomes something to have to work through, thicker. So that's why we stretch. Now we're going to bring our knees in. Okay, let's bring it, whatever your space is. If you can bring your arms to your sides. You can also cactus your arms if you've got a bit of a limitation to your space. We're going to rock our knees side to side with our toes on the floor. So we're not doing our core. We're kind of giving ourselves a bit of a bum massage. And I want you to focus on breathing and hear your breath, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose. And the breath is smooth, even. Well, that's what you're looking for. It might not be. So don't judge yourself if it's a bit jagged. Notice that. And as you rock from side to side with your feet on the floor, you're going to push your feet a little bit more energetically in the floor and let that carry your knees to one side and just hang out there on that side. And feel the difference in your shoulders here. And breathe into the opposite shoulder. Let it settle into the floor. You might notice one shoulder's pulling away or sort of lifting away from the ground. You want to gently let them reside into the floor, pin them back. And then we're going to breathe in and bring our knees up and over to the other side. So this is what I was talking about the other day with the hips. We're stretching our hips and the shoulders and hips have a dialogue. So the shoulders tend to react when the hips are moving. So breathe in. Good. Relax both shoulders down into the floor. Let your jaw be relaxed, tongue in your mouth relaxed. Draw in one more breath, looking for that tone, even. And then the knees come back when you're breathing in. So don't rush. You're not going to miss anything. Knees are back to the center. You're going to bring your knees up and we're going to open them out wide. So this feels good if you grab your hands like you're holding gear shifts, and you're going to pull them in towards your belly and then pull your knees apart and bring them away and circle your knees. So the knees come out, away from your tummy, back in together, and up. So circling. So looking for smoothness. Really nice on the hips. You're rolling the femur bone into the hip joint. And then when you're at the point of knees apart, hold that. So it's not pulling, you're just using the weight of your arms to encourage the inner thighs to have a stretch. And it's just a little rock. So forward and back. So pulling your knees in and letting go. And you could start to feel your lower back making some changes subtly. I meant to say also check the neck. You could see that if you feel really focused on how your neck is arched and you're looking behind you, you need to put support under your head. And you don't have to do that now, but next time have a pillow nearby. Okay, so we're going to bring our knees back together and we're going to curl up into a little ball. You adjust your back how you need to. Curl up, lift your head and shoulders, curl in, compress your energy, excuse me, compress. Think of where your belly button is and think of all your energy, like little arrows going straight into your belly button from all the parts of your body, even your heels drawing in, head, shoulders. And when you're on an out breath, you're going to hold that space where there's no breath in your lungs. You're going to see if you can compress a little deeper. Hold it. Okay, and then on your in-breath, we're going to let it all go. We're going to slide our heels along the mat, stretch our arms up. There's a stretch. Good. Push your legs into the floor, arch your back, look over your head. Hold the in-breath. Spread the fingers, energize the toes. And then when you're ready to breathe out, the navel is the space everything draws back into. So the navel draws in. Knees come in, and we're going to hold the out breath. So we're making room on the bottom of the exhale. Hold, relax your shoulders, but compress, squeeze in, little arrows going into your belly. When you're ready to breathe in, you might have been ready. Don't wait for me. Open up. Fingers open, toes open, legs open like a starfish. Even adjust your head, look up, and press into the back of the head. Press into the back of the legs. Hold. See if you can sip in a little bit more air. And then bring your attention to your navel and bring everything back in. Retract back in. This is where it all began, in this kind of shape. And from the navel. Hold. Squeeze. Squeeze even tighter. Lift your middle back off the floor. Relax your shoulders. Breathe in, last time. Breathe in, open up. Good, spread your fingers. Press the elbows and the hands into the floor. Good, and then exhale. Everything back together. With a little left and right rock. Okay, so let's all keep a hold of our right leg. Bring the left foot to the floor. So lots of variations on this twist. We're going to bring this right knee over to the left. This left leg can stay bent, or there's my sofa. You could stretch the leg out. So there's your options there, or slide the heel out. Grab that knee, right knee over to the left side, and you want that right foot and at least the foot to come to the floor. Okay, so encourage this leg to come to the floor. You don't want it hovering. Rest it down. Okay, use your right hand to soften that right hip. Okay, I'm adjusting my left shoulder. So make space on the left. And when you're ready, bring that right arm down. Okay, if you've got this floating arm, you don't want it to float. You have to bring the right arms to a space where at least the hand is coming onto the floor. Okay, so breathe into the space. So bring your attention into the tight area. It's different for everybody. Find that spot that's sensational here, and bring your attention there and breathe into that space. And imagine the breath is circling around that muscle and bone, and it's opening it up, making space. We'll draw one more breath in here. And staying in this shape, we'll just work on that right shoulder. We're going to reach the arm out and up, like water ballet, and then right back to where it was. Okay, breathing in. So remember that quality when we're stretching. Can you bring that in? And exhale. And we'll do one more. Do you know in a yoga practice, they always choose to do things in ones, threes, or fives. So almost every class, if they did it in fours, I'd be interested to know why. And there's history to that. So that's 3. I won't go into it here. Okay, grab that knee, and then we're going to change. So you might need to shift yourself on your mat. Grab the other leg. Now start with that right knee bend, foot on the floor, right? And we're hugging our left knee in this time. So that right leg can stay there, and you can come over with that right knee bent, or slide it long. It's just a bit deeper, and come over to left knee to right side. And don't let the foot hover over the floor. The foot has to come to the floor. The knee might hover. And if the knee's hovering a lot, bring a, next time we do this, or if you're near a pillow, put a pillow under your knee. Okay, now use your left hand to just massage that hip. You're encouraging that left hip to come towards the floor. Now, my right shoulder feels a little stuck, so I'm just bringing it out from under my spine. You might need to do that too. And then when you're ready, bring that left hand, arm down. If you can, bring the palm to open up towards the sky on that left hand, palm up. Good. And you can play around with that palm. You can press it into the floor. How that affects the shoulder. You spread the fingers, there's a different quality there. A little exploring where it's dialogue. If a muscle, some things, so just like a knot in a string, you soften the knot out to get it out. So you soften the area by bringing softness, breath, open up. We'll spend one more lovely breath in that space, because this is our time is up. I can't believe it. We'll spend the inhale, opening, releasing. Good, and very carefully, if you have your right hand on that left knee, grab the knee in, pull it up. We'll bring both knees up. And I think what might be nice is if you guys have 5 minutes, even if you have kids crawling on your head, you can bring our legs down. You can take a short shavasana. I won't be joining you, but you will lie here and just absorb the activity that you've created in your body. Let it take place inside and feel it. Palms open, arms gently onto your along your side, not too wide, feet relaxed, toes drawing out as the hips release. Okay, let your hips relax, let the back of the head go, shoulders relax. Stay here, close your eyes, and enjoy your day. Soak it up, feel your breath. Spend a couple minutes here. And then have a lovely coffee. I'm going to say farewell and see you Monday. Little hands waving.